Hello and welcome everybody into some Wednesday night racing. Wait, hold on a second, something's not right here. We need to. The music's not right. We gotta change this up here. So let's start it off with this. And welcome everybody to the VRL-ympics with their second event of the week here tonight. It is going to be a Terminator event, where the field is going to be hunted down by quite a couple set of hungry drivers out there, just ready to take out all of their aggression and all of their action as we prepare for some absolute carnage and mayhem, changing up the vehicles as well. And it's just going to be a fun and flippy wild night here from USA International Raceway. We're happy to have everyone out there in the YouTubes with us as we get this party started with the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And welcome back. As always, we have to say a huge proud thank you from the sponsors of the VRL, such as GC Cruise Travel. Be sure to reach out to Mr. Greg Klein there by phone at 918-906-5616, or shoot him an email or a message on the Facebook, so that way you can get your next vacation booked up and underway, all while saving you a boatload of money. We all know that trying to plan your next vacation and all the travel hassles and all that kind of stuff, it's all stressful, and that is not what we take vacations for. Start relaxing sooner here today with GC Cruise Travel, the official travel provider of AAA Broadcasting and the VRL. Big thank you as well to Blue Fox Properties and Mr. Dave Mayberry. Give him a call at 520-850-4189. Based out of the Tucson, Arizona area, but can help you anywhere across the country to help you get you into that home of your dreams. Because man, oh man, this housing market just gets crazier and crazier. Don't delay. Get yourself a good quality realtor today. Of course, big thank you as well to D&D Race Graphics for providing us some beautiful splash screens, as well as beautifying the iRacing experience with some fantastic paint schemes as well. So be sure to get your next paint scheme and graphical kind of needs taken care of, done by D&D Race Graphics, and that is all done by the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Ricky Wittenberg and Southbound Real Estate. Give him a call at 423-444-0454, based out of the Tennessee area there on the East Coast. So from the East Coast all the way to the West Coast, we got you covered with some fantastic realtors. So definitely got a whole bunch of options, and they are fantastic ones at that. So be sure to get yourself into that home of your dreams with some help from Southbound Real Estate and Mr. Ricky Wittenberg here today. And with that, as always, I am Alan Brown, and I am feeling American here tonight as we get these Olympics events up and underway. I am joined by one of my best broadcast partners in the world, the brewmaster in general, Mr. Alan English here, as we take a look at the very short track and these very tiny cars, and it is going to be, almost...
Almost isn't doing it, though.
Oh, no party fouls here. Good save there, buddy.
My mustache caught it, yeah.
As we get ready for some crazy flipping and flying wild action here tonight. It's good here during the break just to have some fun. No points up for grabs. This is, just kind of get out there, keep those racing muscles loose, but just going out having some fun, and we're going to see some carnage on top of it all.
Yeah, and it's going to be a lot of fun because it's going to look like a free-for-all, but there are some rules here involved as far as, who can do what out there. But basically, we're going to have all these guys running around this track it's now gone. USA Speedway down there in Florida is now it's like a FedEx distribution center or something. It's leveled. It's basically a parking lot now. But they're going to be running around this awesome 3/4 mile oval that no longer exists, and everybody's going to be in Legends cars except for two guys, the Terminators, and they're going to be going around just trying to take out the leader the whole race. So interesting format, and it's going to be a great little change of pace from the usual very strictly adhered to rules that we have for these points races and stuff. This is just one of those things where everybody can get together and have some fun and kind of let their hair down and get a little bit loose out there. And I can't wait. This is going to be really, really fun. I can't wait. I can't predict what we're going to see here tonight as there's no damage on the cars and there's only going to be a one halfway caution. So, yeah, looking forward to this. This is going to be pretty neat.
Yeah, that indeed we are. Is down there on pit road, the man who has probably the most knowledge in a race like this. It is the master of the anger management specialty down there, Mr. Adam Turner, all ready to go on pit road. Adam, it's all about, letting that anger and aggression out, especially for both Ricky Wittenberg and Jess Vaught, your two Terminators, for this evening, as everybody tries to flee and escape and try to get away from their wrath here tonight.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I have no idea what's about to happen here. I didn't do my homework. I don't have a clue, other than there's going to be some people that get to wreck people, and they're going to avoid the people that are wrecking them. And it should be cool because maybe somebody will get mad about it, but I doubt it because this is just for fun. Why do we stop NASCAR because of this Olympic thing? I mean, those are two totally different things. Why would NASCAR stop because of the Olympics? People that are watching swimming and gymnastics never watched NASCAR to begin with, So I'm a little upset. But there's no rules here, Brown, so all you have to give you rules. We are going to have as much fun as we can tonight, and I think it's going to be pretty cool to see, actually. I'm looking forward to it.
And that indeed, as we take a look here at tonight's race information, and just going to be some beautiful night skies here as the sun starts to set here in Florida. Track not too crazy hot either, so everything is looking fancy schmancy for that and looking a-okay. Bringing us down to tonight's key to the race, and man, you're just going to have to put on your Sarah Connor act and run like hell as you pick up the race lead. We're going to see numerous lead changes here due to the carnage. And it's just all about escaping, especially escaping against the cars that are actually faster than the Legends here. Those radicals are really quick. And that indeed it is, as qualifying is finishing on up, which means we get to send it on down to the starting grid and tell everybody where their favorite driver is going to be starting here tonight. Because, I mean, there's still going to be a race inside of this race. And yes, Greg Dobson, is there a yellow car? Thank you for causing us even more mayhem out there on the racetrack. Your first victim of the evening looks like it's going to be the 23 of Mr. Sean McDonald, one of our friendly resident Canadians. He's going to have the 81 of Chachi, Jonathan Osborne, starting to his outside. 13, Andrew Player, starting up towards the front there in third. The 16 of young Kyle Vaught, having a good starting spot there in fourth. 01 of Kelly Keel. He's having a good run out there. Going to start in fifth with the 19 of another friendly Canadian, Mr. Jack the Ripper Dixon. Going to be jumping up there in sixth. Seventh will go to the 14 with Dustin with a wide, Mr. Dustin Eaton. And right beside him is going to be the 74 of Zachary Hallinan, starting to his outside there in eighth. The 68 of Dustin with an I, Dustin Wade, starts in ninth with the 1 of David Fight, looking to put up a fight against these Terminators here tonight. Gonna round out your field starting top 10. Yeah, her job is basically to try to maintain composure out there as the Terminators are going to start in the pits for this event, and they will try to catch up to the leader again. So the rule is that they cannot harm any other driver other than the leader, and same thing goes for all the other drivers out there. They're not allowed to beat and bang each other or against the Terminators. It is just a game of survival and escape, all while racing at the same time as we start to rolling behind the pace car here, getting ready to go to the green flag for that first time. Uh-oh. Yeah, hold on a second. Say something now.
Check 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Check,
Okay.
1, 2.
We're good now.
1, 2, 3,
Okay, cool.
4.
Awesome. Hey, they can hear us now.
I can hear you all now.
I didn't say anything worthwhile anyway.
Yeah, that's
Perfect.
That's all right. As the pace car makes the dive on down into pit road, this time by as the 23 and the 81 getting lined on up here side by side as the green flag flies, and we are green flag racing here tonight. Oh, we already got one tumbling down into the infield as off to a hot and big old start goes the 81 Jonathan Osborne. He's going to lead a couple laps. Oh, the 16 going for a ride, and that's going to bring a couple others down there with him. No damage here tonight, so they'll be able to get back out there on the racetrack as we're 3 wide, 4 wide, almost 5 wide in these little buggies going around this tiny little track here tonight. Just look at that mob of yellow bees. Oh, the 72 gets stuffed up into the outside wall, tangled on up with the 53. Oh, the 53 is actually just going to straight up finish him off as up here for the race lead. 81 and the 23 going back to it side by side.
It's a free-for-all. These guys are wrecking on their own. They don't need the Terminators out there just yet. Oh, my goodness. Still waiting the arrival of the Terminators out there on the track.
And it looks like they're going to give these drivers a couple of extra laps here to try to get some racing in here and maybe spread that field out just a little bit more. Again, they're also in a little bit quicker cars, but we get some good green flag action up and underway. Like right now, 81 Jonathan Osborne was up there in the lead, but just got taken over by that 19 Jack the Ripper Dixon. He's got the 74 Zachary Hallen in the one of David Fight not too far behind him here. It's, ooh, man, the 74 gets a little snug up towards that outside wall. Even got the 4 Dion Jones out there. Glad to see him making it out in time here tonight. 14 Dustin with a Y, hounding on that back bumper of his as everybody continues to try to get all spread on out and run free and clear as Greg Dobson in the 085. We don't normally get to say this from our Canadian buddy up there and creator of all these fantastic yellow paints. Fastest lap of the race there with a 23.81.
You can hear these engines screaming in these little Legends cars. That's actually I think it's a 1,000cc motorcycle engine that they run in these Legends cars, and a 5-speed sequential shift transmission. But they sound awesome as they scream down the back stretch and the front stretch.
Yeah, that just equals fun. Is what that equals.
Yeah,
I'd like to drive one in real life, you know.
it would be fun, man. I would love that.
As they're in the distance coming down that straightaway, you can see in the distance the headlights. The Terminators have been released and are underway here as the 23 of Sean McDonald and the Gate City Machine trying to run for his life. Here we go. It's not going to take long for that first Terminator to come on up. There he goes, looking down to the inside. Oh, he's going to have some problems here as some traffic dives on down to the bottom row. And that's going to be the 19 of Jack Dixon taking the lead for the first time here tonight. Gets shoved up into that outside wall. Oh, more mayhem as the 81 goes flipping and flying. Oh, my goodness. Got a couple of drivers. Oh, 92 gets toppled over as the 19 gets stuck up in that outside wall. And you can just see how much bigger and more powerful those radicals are out there, and it doesn't take much. We're hearing from Ricky Wittenberg in practice. He was trying to mess with them and maybe do a little bump draft, and well, the second they made contact, these little cars went absolutely flying.
It's mayhem out there.
McDonald grabs a tire down on the infield and ends up losing a little bit of time here as the other Terminator now being released as Ricky Wittenberg going to be adjoining the track, and now it's going to be all up to the 74 at Zachary Hallinan to try to run and get away here as he tries to also stay away from that one of David Fight. Again, we will get kind of like a regrouping caution here right around lap 50, so look forward to that as no pressure right now though for that 74. Do have actually some good racing going on at the same time. 434 Kevin Hunt trying to figure out a way to get around Austin Paul and that 81 of Jonathan Osborne. Oh, as they go flying up into the wall, and the 74 of Hallinan sneaks his way down into the pits. He doesn't want to be the next Terminator victim here tonight.
Yeah, he kind of dodged it right there to let somebody else get the target on him. And it looks like David Fight now, your leader in the #1 machine.
Yes, oh, people just
target of the Terminators.
Beating and banging that outside wall, and unfortunately for that one machine, there is nowhere to hide, no traffic to try to dive his way down into as he slides it all the way down the racetrack, trying to avoid the contact, and does the big old ole to Mr. Ricky Wittenberg.
That.
So if he misses him, he has to go all the way back around. I'm guessing for the Terminator.
Oh yeah, I think they're trying to, you don't have them driving in opposite directions or anything like that. So it's the big ol' ole for the one machine getting a slight reprieve from some pressure, but the other Terminator is out there on the track roaming around as well as we continue to put in some laps here. As you can see here, coming up behind that 10 of Andrew Cawthon, that Radical just flying around the outside. Again, a much more downward grip on those tires, allow them to travel at a much higher speed. I mean, we're talking a speed differential of almost 25 miles an hour as the one machine.
The Jaws music.
Yeah, getting ready to play the Jaws music here for the one As here comes the Olay move, but it won't work this time. Oh, the one is getting timid, slows way down, and so does the Terminator, playing a little blocker action. That's going to allow the 14 of Dustin with a Y to sneak on through to take the lead, and now he's on the chopping block.
I love that, man. He's just like, all right, I'll just slow down, let somebody pass me, and 3 guys passed him.
Oh, and the 14 does a good old Olay into the corner to force the Terminator to go around, but the other one is right behind him.
That's right. They're both hunting in a pack now, like velociraptors.
Oh,
Oh, he thought he was going to dive on up into the inside of the 14, who checks on up. Oh, and then the other Terminator stops down on the bottom of the racetrack as the Lieutenant Andrew Cawthon picks up the race lead, up 25 spots for how long, though, as here comes that Radical up right behind him. Oh, getting loosey-goosey into the outside wall he goes.
And the rules state that you can't intentionally try to wreck another driver. You can't intentionally try to wreck one of the Terminators.
Oh, as the 14 gets caught up with the 92, big wreck going down into 3 and 4. Goodness gracious, that's going to gift the lead to Uncle Dave for the time being, as now the 23 of Sean McDonald makes his way up around the outside. Still more carnage going on in the middle of the corner. The 68 getting tied up with the 14. The Dustins, oh, traffic trying to sneak on by. Oh, goodness gracious, it is a cluster down there on the front stretch as everybody tries to get back sorted and pointed in the right direction, as Sean McDonald has a pretty clear and empty track right now, and it looks like the Terminators are at least on the other side of the track to give him a little bit of a breather here.
I'm just trying to figure out how you win this thing. You get in front, they're coming after you pretty hard.
We've seen a couple good Olay moves, though. Some people breaking at the last second to give up that race lead to force these Terminators to grab a different driver. So it's we got strategery going on for this one.
Here comes some of the Terminators now, up on your leader.
Oh, he got turned.
Lines up for the shot. Oh, it's the 46 snug up against the outside wall. Dave Mayberry wanted to try to go around, but sees that the Terminator's right there. As, oh goodness gracious, which one is that? Is that, no, that is Jess Vaught. Just playing with his food right here, letting him go by as they go from north to south, south to north, back across the racetrack as the 46 tries to escape a little bit of a bump draft down into the pits. Goes the 46, and Dave Mayberry, knowing he doesn't want to be the next victim, dives on down and in as well. So that's going to gift the lead to the 3 of Austin Paul.
You can hide for a little bit. I know they're going to have to come down for fuel. Let's see, what do we got for fuel percentage here? I'm trying to find it. Can't see it on the thing. Can you see it?
It's probably unlimited fuel. I'm guessing unlimited fuel. I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it on the rules screen or the info screen here.
So probably not needing to reset up for fuel as the 3 machine dives on down into pit road, gifting the lead to the 085 of Greg Dobson. As here comes the Terminator up behind him. He tries to run away down to the bottom of the racetrack, and looks like the Radical is going to let him be for now. Is just circling him like a hungry hammerhead shark out there. The 085 trying to just be like, oh, leave me alone, leave me alone. I'm not the one you are looking for.
Patience is the key here. So what can these targeted drivers do besides, should they protect each other? Should they form a protective wall to try to block the Terminators? Is that a strategy that might work?
If you look at it right now, the 085 blends in because a good chunk of these drivers all have the same yellow paint scheme. And, man, it's going to be tough for them to try to figure things out. Oh, as the 19 tries to sneak his way around the outside and then back to the inside and gets a little spun out there as that Terminator just playing with the food out there. But now here comes the other one, Pack Tactics, coming into play here. As the 085 dives on down at the very last second into the safety of pit road. That's going to mean we're going to have to wait a little bit because everybody else is down on pit road right now. Like Andrew Player's making his way eventually back out onto the racetrack. Greg Dobson making a stop, maybe topping up on some race and fuel out there eventually as the 74 Zachary Hallinan works his way back around. The 33 Jess Vaught does take the lead of the race, but again, he is in a different vehicle here tonight, being one of those Terminators, and there it goes, the 74 up into that lead position as we got a pretty good race going on right now, though. 14 and the 53 trading a little bit of positions.
There's unlimited tire sets here tonight, so these guys are going to have some tire wear happen out there. This is an abrasive track, so once they wear out that set of shoes, they're going to come down and get some more.
And it looks like it's time for Terminators to hit those pit boxes as well as Jess Vaught makes his way on down into pit road. Ricky Wittenberg down there on top of it all as well. So some actual green flag laps and some green flag racing underway here with no pressure of being taken out, all being led by the 74 of Hallinan. 14 still having a great race right now with the 28 of George Rincon as they go side by side down the looks like the front straightaway, I think, as 72 of Chan the Man caught up in some traffic with the 085 and the 01 of Kelly Keel, having some good fun out there as well.
Well, thank you everybody for joining us out there in the YouTube chat. We know there's a bunch of y'all out there chatting. It's just been so hectic here. Larry Dickerson wasn't able to make it here tonight, really wanted to, but Chan the Man saying this is going to be a fun one to watch. Gene Porras out there pulling for the 16. So is Osvaldo Mejia. Thank you for being here. And thank you for the heads up on our audio problem that we had earlier. Lori Vaught out there saying, what's up, Triple A? And yeah, man, we're going to have a great time here tonight. Sarah Decker says, hello. Hope everyone is doing good and hope everyone has fun out there tonight. I don't think there's any danger of anybody not having fun. It's been a blast so far.
It's like a long episode of Tom and Jerry. You know, they're just kind of going at it and doing shenanigans to each other.
And that they are. It's the 434 of Kevin Hunt and the 68 of Dustin with an I, Dustin Wade, going out there having a good battle.
Vaught did post in the YouTube chat, said, hey, the Terminators are going to pit for a few laps and just let them race a little while. So they're not living in terror the whole race, I guess.
Well, they're back out there now.
Back out on the track now, though, yeah.
So
hunting for Zach Hallinan, your race leader for now.
That's the 55 getting pinched down by the 16 of young Kyle Vaught out there.
There you go.
It's the 74 trying to run away. No pressure. Oh, no. There it is in the distance as they come out of turn number 4 down the front stretch. You can see the headlights on coming up for that 74, coming at him with a hurry, sitting up there on that high side. Just going to try to give the ole. Hits the outside wall as Wittenberg goes back around, and he's just going to try to maybe maintain a little bit of pace here with the 74 and slow him down a little bit.
74 is like, come at me, bro. I got something for you.
Jukes to the left, Jukes to the right as he tries to get away from Mr. Wittenberg.
He's not slamming on the brakes or dodging and going into the pits. He's like, come on. You want to go? Let's go.
As, well, he's going to get another little bit of a reprieve here, but that entire exchange allowed the 16 of Kyle Vaught to catch up to the 74 and take the lead.
Job by the 16. Getting up there, recognizing a fellow, what are we calling the other drivers? The Prey? Another member of the Team Prey out there in distress, so he takes the lead here for a little while.
The Saraz.
The what?
The Saraz.
The Sarah Connors of
The Sarah Connors.
Terminator race.
It's some good side-by-side action here with the 434 and the 13. Andrew Players, we're about, call it 12 laps away from our first yellow flag. Ooh, some spinneroonies happening. Oh, 46 going for a wild tumble down the front stretch. Can just see the beehive of activity out there tonight. You got the 72 and the 81 having a good battle as they're going 3 wide with the race leader of Kyle Vaught down the front stretch.
What do we think about this? You've never seen a racing like this before, have you?
I'm confused. It's hard to tell who is who, just like Kyle said. I can't tell who's doing what lap is what, and where we are, eh?
I've got my camera just focused on the leader just so I can keep track.
That's probably smart.
And
if you switch it to crashes, it's just going to change over and over and over. Got a Terminator on the inside wall there.
you also got the 33 of Jess Vaught out there hunting around, getting in behind the one machine right now. You can see Jess joining us with a driver cam here as well. And of course, the room all coated in red. He is looking for blood as he tries to catch up to the young Mr. Kyle Vaught out there as he goes side by side. Still, though, the 16 looking pretty free and clear. Has about a 7-second gap back down to second. So he's trying his best to stay up there for as long as possible. If you just playing with the food, wiggling back and forth, saying, what are you going to do? To the 16 comes the Terminator. Into the corner, line him up for a attacking run. Oh, looks like he's going to play the little checkup game here to make the 16 try to drive around him.
Oh, man. Swing and a miss there from Wittenberg.
Oh, and here comes the other one. And it's going to be a 2 for our... Oh, sandwich incoming. Oh, trying to get it all lined up. Oh, and the 16 goes flipping and flying as the Terminators get another victim there. Still in the lead, though, and now finally the 74 of Hallinan regathering control of the race lead. He's going to have a little bit of a cushion here, but the 434 Kevin Hunt, 3 of Austin Paul, 14 of Dustin with a Y. Also all together on the same lap here.
I think that's what they got to do. They got to work together, the Terminators. Yeah. It was more productive that way. Just better to work as a team like a pack of coyotes, you know, just take them down.
As that 74, for a second there, I thought he was going to gift up the lead to the 434 Kevin Hunt, but electing to not let him by just yet, as again, the not really under pressure of being eaten just yet, but they've only got about 4 more laps before a caution flag comes out.
So the other drivers aren't allowed to intentionally wreck the Terminators, but can they play protector and block the track? I don't know if that's feasible or if they would even want to, because as long as they're after somebody else, they're not after you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's mankind versus the Terminators.
That's true. Survival of
maybe that's the real thing we're supposed to learn here. Don't let the robots take us out.
So, 434 Kevin Hunt. Oh, excuse me, getting ready for that yellow flag to come on out here in a couple laps. Sees one Terminator up in front of him, trying to look around. Where is the other one? Oh, one of them hits the
wall
inside barrels there. So he's going to get some reprieve for the time being, and probably up until that caution flag waves.
I'm glad they didn't go in and change everybody's race nickname to Sarah Connor here tonight for this,
Oh,
because that
thank-
would have made it even more confusing.
Oh man, we would have to try to go off of what everybody's numbers are, and I mean, I can remember a few of them, but
Yeah.
with how many drivers we have in this league, and unfortunately, not all of them here tonight. Some
Caution.
people, yeah, well, yep, there it is, our stage caution. Everyone's gonna get settled down, and we're gonna get everybody all stacked back on up.
Kevin Hunt led your first stage right there at the end. I'm not sure how they're working with the points and stuff. Do you know what they're doing with like points? If are they doing special?
I don't think there's any points or anything like that.
Stages.
There might be, but who knows?
Lots of lead changes here tonight. Obviously, we knew that was going to happen, but Kevin Hunt held on to it for a few laps here. Driver of the 434. A yellow car,
Yep.
as a matter of fact.
Yeah, he's going to have a yellow car behind him there with the 14 of Dustin with a Y, 74 yellow car of Zachary Hallinan, and then the 3 pink machine of Austin Paulos. Quite a few drivers electing to come on down and take some fresh gas, maybe get some fresh tires as they go by and do a little taunting of the Terminators down there on pit road.
Very nice. Yeah, no wave arounds here tonight, so everybody's got to unlap themselves. Do things the hard way.
No, I think they're waving around during the
Yeah.
caution
the
stuff.
caution.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get your lap back on your own here during the caution. So, I don't know where everybody's situated on laps and whatnot, but
Maybe they meant no lucky dogs. That's probably what they meant.
Yeah, probably.
see.
As the 42 of Darby Marioff makes his way on down into pit road, 89 of Craig Goodenough, same thing with the one of David Fight and Dion Jones. Zachary Hallinan, ooh, on his way out of the pits, has a little bit of a problem there. Ends up
Well, the cool
coming back down and in.
thing is they're going to rack and stack everybody back up and do a restart. And that's going to be interesting because it was pretty cool on the first start of the race when everybody was kind of piled up there and we saw cars flipping all over the place. They're going to do it again.
I guess they had a pact where everybody thought they should kind of go with the same color to distract the Terminators.
That was a good strategy, but they failed to take into account. You know, you can just look at your F3, your black box screen, and see the relative and
Yeah.
know who to. But
That's true, but it could get a little confusing.
it probably does help confuse them some. That's for sure.
Well, I know it confuses me. Especially
Yeah, I
when
can't
they
tell.
Here's
What's
a
going on
joke
either.
on us, yeah.
especially when they get all kind of in a giant ball and you know, some of them still, you know, want to run their own custom little schemes. Here is gonna get another lap or two. Oh, it's the 10 machine trying to go clear on the bottom side. Oh, and that's gonna hit the 434 a little bit and get him all spun about. It's gonna take a second for him to get pointed back in the right direction.
The leader that got spun, so
Didn't help when they're taking each other out in the caution times.
okay, they're gonna add another caution lap here.
Yep. I think some final wave rounds just getting checked on up. And yeah, like right there, trying to get back up onto the lead lap, and we'll get everybody all situated. It's the 434 gets back up to the front again. No damage here tonight, so you know, really no. Don't want to say no harm, no foul. Everyone's still trying their best to race as clean as possible.
Who do you think this is more fun for? Is it more fun for the Sarah Connors out there or the Terminators?
I'd rather be the guy trying to knock the other guy out.
So you'd rather
It'd be
the
more fun for
Terminator.
me.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun to run from them and try to make them look dumb by crossing them up, slamming on the brakes, and I don't know. I'm in the other camp. I'd rather be chased than be the chaser. Brown, what about you?
Oh,
Man, I want to be one of the ones that are chased. I want to
I'm with you.
work on like the avoidance skills, the little mental mind games, and that
It reminds you of Carburetor Cup when you're
Yeah.
just trying to dodge all the wrecks.
yeah, or like the rookie street stock series.
Yeah,
Oh man,
Class D races.
oh, such a good time. It's the lights on the pace car
I can
turn
tell you how to
off.
do that in real life. Speed through town, flip somebody off with lights on his car, and off. See what happens.
It's like fun.
And that indeed it
Yeah,
does.
You may end up in the county jail, but maybe you'll get
Sure.
away.
As here we go with the pace car peeling off down and out of the way. It's going to be the 434 and the 14 up here, up at the very front, as the green flag flies here once again from USA International Raceway here in Lakeland, Florida, as they send it off down into turn number 1. And just look at that scatter of the yellow vehicles out there. Down and around we go. The 14 of Dustin with a Y getting free and clear of all the chaos. But take a look here around Jonathan Osborne. 3 wide, 4 wide, 3 wide again as they enter into turns 3 and 4. 28 of George Rincon stuck right there in the middle with the 53 on the bottom side. Things starting to single file out up there, up at the front. Big contact in the back though, as it looks like Jacob Young, Greg Klein, and Craig Goodenough all getting tangled on up with each other out there as we remain side by side. The 29 of the Hot Rod, Mr. Dave Mayberry out there trying to squeak his way on by and up to the front. 434 Kevin Hunt moving backwards through this field as the 3 of Austin Paul gets up into the outside wall just a little bit, but does regain composure here as side-by-side action. Oh, 434 getting kind of muscled out of position.
Would you believe it? But all of the Sarah Connor cars are on the lead lap still. All 23 of them. And then, of course, there you got Just
They let them get their.
Yeah, they let everybody
They
get
let
their
them
lap.
get their lap back.
So they're all on the
It
lead
wasn't
lap.
a great feat.
And I thought they had to get the lap back on their own. I thought that's what I heard on the radio.
They did, but because they extended the caution, it made it easy.
Here come the
They did it under caution.
Terminators are rolling out of their pit boxes and about to re-enter the track.
And that spells danger for the 01 of Kelly Keel, as he was able to sneak by, maybe due to some tactics by the 14 of Dustin with a Y, 23 of Sean McDonald, and the 085 of Greg Dobson. The team of Canadians trying to work together here as, oh, here it comes with a whole bunch of speed. The Radical right there behind the race leader of the 085 as the 01 decides to give up that position for the time being. Oh, just playing games out there as one of those Terminators sits back and tries to see what unfolds behind him here. The 085, he's not scared of a little bit of a challenge, running that bottom side of the racetrack as it looks like, here we go, lining up an attack run, just gives him a little bump into the infield grass, goes the 085. 01 of Kelly Keel will get the lead. Oh, as there's a contact, and that's going to take out for a while one of the Terminators, as the 01 gets a little bit of a freebie pass there, as some side action takes one of the Terminators out. Looked like that might have been the 33 of Jess Vaught getting tangled up with somebody. As, oh, we're still got more wrecking down there. 434, 77, and the 72 getting all tangled on up.
Kelly Keel asking for help
we,
on the radio.
yeah, we got traffic down there. Oh, sneaking on by is the 01 machine.
Yep. A couple of people had help getting pushed back over.
And that's something I do not miss here with these Legends cars. It was very easy to turtle them and get them stuck up on their roof just due to the design of these old Legends cars. As the 01 of Keel continues to lead some laps here. Radicals not too far behind him. 28 of George Rincon in a good battle, though, with the 68 of Dustin with an eye. Dustin Wade, as they go side by side with a Terminator sitting right there behind them. But no fear, as they are currently not in the lead.
This is going to be a fun one for the guys to go back and watch, because there's just so much chaos going on here. Here comes a Terminator right on Kelly Keel. Your leader pinching him up by the outside wall.
Lining up the attack run, little jiggle, little wiggle. Oh, they're going to do the sandwich. Oh, got one in front, one in behind. Oh, this is problems for the 01. Oh, but the 23 of Sean McDonald squeaks on by. Oh, so they're going to have to pick a new target. Oh, big contact to the 46.
Oh, nailed him.
Bits and pieces went fine. At least I do like at least that we get bits and pieces flying here, and then the car's kind of just regenerating back to full health. So we get to see the carnage of an accident, but not see anybody get knocked out and have to tow and wait forever. As the 16 of Kyle Vaught takes the lead, but not for long. Now the 42 of Darby Marrioth up there in the race lead. Now back to 01 of Kelly Keel as everything got all bottled up.
Here, that's how you do it. Mass confusion. So you got 5 guys up there rotating around. Hard for the guys
that way
to
he doesn't know who to take out.
That's right.
That's a pretty smart tactic by the Sarah Connor team. Man, these guys are getting real smart to the rules. You know, it's kind of like in America, we know how to skirt the rules on stuff. Like taxes.
Well, yeah.
I've never cheated on my taxes.
It's not called cheating. It's
Even
called
if there was a fire.
using the rules to your advantage.
Yeah.
And when they ask how many loops I jumped through all of the loops. Or as many as I can possibly take. As the 42 just absolutely clustered in a ball of traffic right now. As we got a good line of legends all lined up nose to tail, but here comes the Terminator. Are we going to see some maybe more teamwork try to spread its way on out and prevent that Radical from making a way on through this field? Nah, they're just going to let him drive right on by to go after that 01 of Kelly Keel. As here we go. Oh, getting muscled out of positions. Yeah.
Vault went down there trying to kind of crowd him. But I think it was all for naught. As here we go.
As the 01 up against that outside wall, he's begging for that 19 of Jack Dixon to hurry up and get around him, but it won't be in time as the 01 gets taken out.
Oh, it's so much fun to watch.
Yeah, but don't you worry for the 01. The 19's about to get his just medicine here himself as he goes down, bobbing and weaving the entire front straightaway here. The other Terminator was lined up and ready to rumble. 16 of Kyle Vaught not too far behind as the 19 moves on down. Oh, he's even got a body the Terminator a little bit. And here we go, going 3 wide. 16 up there as well as it's nose to nose, door to door, tail to tail. As looks like the 16 now gonna take back over, control the lead. Oh, and Darby Marrioth unfortunately getting into some of his Sarah Connor teammates out there.
He looked like he was acting like the Terminator right there.
Oh, and just a little love tap is enough to send the 16. Oh, and the 16 and the 29. I can't say that the 29 may or may not have lined that one up to help finish off the 16, who's going to try to help flip over his good buddy, Uncle Dave. Oh, and big contact there. 81, Jonathan Osborne just flying on in as the 74 of Zachary Hallinan gets whacked in the rear end to get him spinning on down and around. Now the 42 up there in the lead, but it's quickly going to go to the 14 as the 14 is immediately bodied.
I didn't hear any rules about ARCA braking, so I don't think Dave Mayberry did either.
He just used the ARCA brakes on that one.
That's the 53 of Jeremiah Burke says, no, I don't want the race lead. You guys take it as the 23 and the
Yeah, go
42
ahead.
sneak back on around here.
Still being scored your leader.
It's the game of cat and mouse. Nobody wants that lead position. The 53 of Jeremiah Burke has it for right now, but 01 of Kelly Keel sneaks by and swoops in to take control of the lead. And now here comes the Terminator, the Sean McDonald machine right there in tow. 53 Jeremiah Burke down on the bottom. Mass confusion for the Terminator out there. Too much information to try to figure out who's actually in the race lead right now.
Divide by 0. Oh, here comes the other Terminator to help.
I have 14 of Eaton out in front. Oh, letting the old lay action go on. He does have the 74 of Hallinan not too far back. Same thing with the 01 of Kelly Keel. If they can just get on by. It looks like one of the Terminators stopping in the infield there for time being. The 55 of Ricky Wittenberg trying to take a little reprieve as on top of all this, craziness and, beating and banging action. I mean, we still have some good side-by-side racing right here in this gigantic field of Legends cars. 23 Sean McDonald, 68 of Dustin Wade, 89 of Craig Goodenough. Haven't talked about Goodenough, but he's been one of those drivers this season who's been very good at a whole bunch of the racetracks that the trucks have been going at. But here tonight, he's willing to just forego leading some laps here and try to maybe get a race win by just surviving. Oh no! Into the inside wall goes the 01 of Kelly Keel after a little bit of a tire entanglement.
I would love to see the number of laps led by each driver, just to kind of see who was the ballsy guy that just stayed out in front as long as he could.
That's
That should be an awesome stat.
Is that the last second? 53 of Jeremiah Burke sneaks on by. The 14 of Dustin with a Y. Now the 14 machine's going to sneak on back through, playing the mental mind games with the Terminator. Oh, big wreck as the 53. Oh, we got people flipping and flying down the front stretch. Goodness. 13 of Andrew Player. Oh, he's teleporting in. Oh, goodness. It's absolute chaos out there.
People are dying. Oh, that was awesome. No yellows.
Seems like a pretty fun race, though, as even with the Terminator stuff going on. Is these cars are a blast to run in. I do like the Legends cars, so.
Oh yeah, here and South Boston. Remember we used to run at South Boston? Adam?
Yeah.
That was such a fun track with these cars.
Yeah, I like this one because it's really wide and pretty long straightaways. You can get it going for a Legend car, and
Yeah, 100 miles an hour.
it's good racing, man. I think I just came down with the China virus, guys. That's why I've been kind of off tonight. It just hit me. Like, I think it got me. Like, they're after me,
Oh, it's the 89 stuck up against that outside wall, sending the leader flipping and flying out there as the 92 of Greg Klein is going to take control of the lead.
Take care of yourself, homie. Lots of vitamin C.
I'm drinking vitamin
Got it?
beer right now.
Vitamin B as in beer. Vitamin
Just a
M.
moment.
Miller's.
Drinking Coors.
Vitamin C. Well, there you go. I mean, that's what you're
Maybe
supposed
I
to
am
have
getting-
anyway.
Yeah.
Go Klein. Come on, run, dude.
Trying to run away. One of the Terminators being his teammate, but not a teammate here tonight. As the attack run gets lined up, 92 fakes going down into the pits. That's allowing the Terminator get up, down, and underneath him here. Down the front stretch they go. Oh, a little bump, and he's able to save it. But here it is, the 2-for-1 special. Headlights in the rear view mirror of that 92 as the 3 of Austin Paul takes control of the lead, not before going back to the 92.
This can prolong. That can help. That can help. If these guys just trade back and forth, it's going to confuse them enough.
And it looks like they're leaving out the 3 to dry there up on the outside lane. One's down low, one's up high, pinching back on up. Oh, sandwich incoming into the corner. Oh, an escape by the 3 machine. What a juke by Austin Paul.
I think it's inevitable, though. I think it's coming.
Well, both of them are hunting them now.
Together. Yep.
Oh, that they are. Oh, the 3 locking up the brakes. Spins
What a
on down
fight.
to the bottom. A fantastic effort there by the 3 machine.
That was a good little fight.
That was an awesome fight. He understood the assignment. He made it the best fight he could before eventually succumbing to the Terminators there. Great job, Austin Paul.
19.
Do you think?
Oh, go for it, buddy.
I'm sorry. No, I was just seeing if y'all really think the China virus came from a pangolin. I think the pangolin got me.
Might have been.
You
you
know,
at a
the
Were
wet
you at a
market.
market?
No, but I heard that that's where it came from, so I'm just concerned about maybe I was near something like that today. Back to you, Brown.
I want to try a pingling in a
Like a
do
soup?
it like like fried squirrel and gravy. You know, just do a fried pingling.
You've done an armadillo
you
like
do
that,
that?
I'm sure. Kind of similar.
It's similar to an armadillo, huh?
Yeah, it's got that shield around it, you know.
Well, it's the 19 of Canadian's own Jack the Ripper Dixon. Leads some laps out there. Some good battles with the 085 Greg Dobson, 01 of Kelly Keel. Going nose to tail. 16 of Kyle Vaught. 42 of Darby Marriott out there. Having a good little battle. Even saw the 434 Kevin Hunt in a good battle with the 68 of Dustin with an eye. As it looks like the Terminators recharging their batteries down onto a pit road they go. 16 machine seeing that he's got some free real estate right now. Tries to move on around the 42 machine as the 19 now under attack. As here comes the 92 and the 23.
Larry Dickerson out there as a spectator here tonight saying, all I can think about is that scene from Talladega Nights where he's flipping through the air and he says, this is not good.
Oh, yeah. That's true. We're about to have our next stage caution, our last stage caution here. Few more laps.
Almost 2/3 of the way over already.
Mm-hmm.
This was a fun one, man. I can't wait till they do another special event, like a demolition derby type deal or something.
Are they doing one next week? Because
yeah,
we're still.
I was going to
What
ask
about-
Brown if he heard anything, if
Yeah.
we're doing another special event like this next week.
It'll be a special event. I do not know what it will be. I know there's some things in the work, possibly a relay race.
Nice.
Might be what's coming up next, but I am not certain. They also, they mix things up for the Monday night practice race. They didn't practice this race before. This is the first time they're doing this.
Wow.
Monday night was those Pro 2 trucks out at, I think, Wild West, and
right,
they had
yeah.
a little bit of a stadium truck showdown. As the 92 Greg Klein gets the race lead here, lap 99, 1 lap to go before the next stage break.
I saw the post. I can't remember who won the stadium truck race the other night, but they did make a post on the Facebook page. I have to go back and find it real quick.
As here comes Mr. Greg Klein, gonna be your race leader here to close out stage number 2. A fantastic effort out there, and boy, I gotta say, highlight thus far has to be that 3 of Austin Paul with all his jukes and jives, trying to get away from all those hunters out there. Let's see if this is one of them. In fact, it is. We'll rewind this just a little bit and just kind of watch some of the replay of the 3 machine doing a great job moving on down to the bottom with the fantastic juke. Even allowing that 33 to try to get a secondary run, but gets a great run out of the corner before eventually, like you said, 33. Oh, the 33 with a square hit to the back of the 3. Caused him to just go straight, and then eventually just having to check up for the other Terminator stopping right in front of him is what finally took the 3 out of position. But a fantastic effort from Austin Paul.
Craig Goodenough that won the stadium truck race the other night. Red Milwaukee Tools truck. Congratulations, Craig Goodenough. That's awesome. Wild West. What a cool track. That huge jump that's on the front.
Yeah, that's fun.
Just something else, man.
I think next week I may not be here. I might be in the getting healed in the mountains. I have to do that. You know, I got to recharge the batteries
Does that
and
mean the ICU?
go off the grid. No, in the actual mountains or Rocky Mountains. I have to hide. You know,
Heading for the mountains? Is that what you're saying?
yeah, I will be heading for the mountains, and you don't have to drink as many cold ones in the mountains. You don't have
Elevation?
to overpack. Yeah. So I think I'll be there next weekend, guys, or next Wednesday.
Nice.
But I'll be thinking of everyone in spirit because I'm going to the spirit world. You know, I do that little thing, and I'm gonna.
Yeah, sure. That's
Have to
that's
recharge.
an ethnic thing that other people aren't going to understand.
They're not gonna understand this
Right.
native things I do.
You have to do your journey every now and then.
Yeah, I do.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'll give you a full report and see
Yeah.
tell you what I saw. You know, if I saw anything cool, like as far as when I was in that mental state, or maybe just saw like some elk or something. I could tell you that.
Sure. Or some women tubing on the river going by or
That-
something.
That rivers that we're on is more like a fly fishing river, you know?
It's not like the Guadalupe down in South Texas.
No. It's beautiful, but it's not like the Guadalupe. Very shallow. It does have bears around, you know, so maybe I could
I'm
fight a
out.
bear or something.
If you're doing bears, I'm out.
Oh, you just bring a judge with you. You could be fine. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. Scare him off. Anyway, I just wanted to share my vacation plans
Well,
with
I'm
you guys.
glad, and I hope you have a lot of fun there next week. Yate.
Perfect. If I make it through this spell of COVID, I think I just got Brown. I think I'll be all right.
Hey, well, you know what they say. You can't talk over the internet when one of us is sick. And
I know.
good buddy in the booth here with me might have spread it to you here a little bit as the lights on the pace car turn off, and we get ready for our final little sprint to the end here. And I think this one's going to determine who actually wins this race here tonight. And at this point, we've had 2 little runs of people trying to figure out what kind of strategies work, and we're gonna see it all come to a head here tonight. As the 92, Greg Klein, gonna lead the way out of turns 3 and 4, and here we go.
Not going green. Not going green. Sorry.
And here we go, back under
Close.
yellow. I think just
Close.
getting everybody
They
all
had,
stacked back up.
Yeah. Osvaldo, yes, I am gonna look for aliens. I'm gonna be on the hunt for them. Y'all know how I do it. The mountain air is so clear, I might be able to see one of their ships. As I'm just gazing into the sky underneath my trance. I don't know.
Also see that Amanda with an A, Amanda Wade out there saying hello
Awesome.
to us. Glad to have you
Yeah.
with us here tonight, Amanda, for a fantastic, fun evening. As here we go, lined on up once again, going on back to Green Flag Racing here tonight for this Terminator race. Side by side they go, the 92 and the 23 of Sean McDonald, as they're 3 wide, almost 4 wide into turns 1 and 2. The rest of the field goes, as you can see, the bees are buzzing out there, and the cars when they're all grouped up together like this, might even sound like a hive of bees just buzzing around and causing a whole lot of ruckus. 92, Greg Klein gets free and clear. He's going to try to run away from the field as best as he can, or maybe not, depends on what the strategy looks like. 10, Andrew Cawthon in the mix of all the action here as well.
It does sound like a beehive when they're all together, Brown. It's a good observation. I love the sound of it. They're just wound up, ready to go.
He's got the...
Greg's really good at these cars too, as you can tell, but he's about to get taken out.
It's a possibility out there. It's a 10 and the 01 go battling side by side, trading a little bit of yellow paint. Of course, can't tell who's the victim of who in that situation. 68 of Dustin with an eye. Dustin Wade out there as well, putting in some good laps. As let's go ahead and join the action here inside the roll bar for the 68 machine.
Good views.
So at least what we're gonna try here tonight. Also joined with driver cams from the 085 of Greg Dobson, putting in some laps here. Did see Kelly Keel earlier as well, as just fought with their room setups. And then, as always, the Mustachio himself as the Terminators are released. We got the 77 of Jacob Young trying to survive his way out there here tonight as well. As the 14 of Dustin with a Y gets control of the race lead. 92 of Greg Klein tries to forfeit it at the last second, and he does, as, man, here they go. Just look at that mob of yellow beetles out there as the 92 gets the lead back as the 14 slaps the outside wall hard. As kind of playing pacer out there right now is the 33 and the 55.
So who made the paint with the AAA broadcasting?
I think that was Greg Dobson.
Thank you, Greg Dobson. That means a lot to us when we look at all those cars out there with the logo on it.
Yeah.
The support we get from this league is just incredible.
Man, you ain't can. Oh, goodness.
Bounce off each other.
14 and the 01 trading some paint there. This is just absolutely wild watching all these yellow cars all grouped on up and all mashed in together. It does make it just makes this look awesome. Oh, as the 68 gets free and clear, 42 up onto his roof, 13 getting into a little bit of a tumble there himself. Oh, goodness gracious. We knew it wasn't going to last long. It was just absolutely bananas inside of all that activity. And now things starting to spread out just a little bit as the 14 and the 01 almost beating and banging right behind them, though. 53 and the 28. Jeremiah Burke and George Rincon. Oh, as one gets turtled up on his lid. I think that was the 16 of Kyle Vaught.
Yeah, they turned it back over, didn't they?
Well, go Greg Klein. I can't tell you how many times that we've been spun out by Greg Klein. In fact, in our old league, we used to call it getting Kleined.
Countless
Times, but he's running out front there, and I know we're all pulling for him to try to stay alive here. The Terminator's nowhere in sight right now.
Well, they're waiting right now. They're just letting him have his fun. Greg, believe it or not, has a friend. His name is Jimmy. He's more evil than Greg.
Oh, Jimmy.
As far as driving.
Oh, yeah.
So those two together were mayhem.
Kyle Vaught talking crap about the Terminator, saying, hey, maybe they ought to try doing a little bit more terminating out there.
It wouldn't make him mad, guys.
Well,
them.
It's easy for him to say as he is not out there in the lead. And the 92 of Greg Klein just enjoying some comfortable racing laps here with the 14 of Eaton right there on his back bumper. And
Greg's getting mad. He didn't want him instigating.
I don't blame him. But, man, when I tell you, I'm looking at all these driver cameras right now, and the ones that are showing their faces, Every single one of them having like the biggest smile in the world, man. They are having a blast out there, whether it's racing against each other or just out there trying to survive. As a long line of yellow makes its way down and around turns 3 and 4. Only about 30 laps left to go here for these Terminators to try to make a difference here in who is leading this race.
I don't know if you saw it, Turner. Osvaldo Mejia just wrote
Yeah.
alien question mark.
Well,
Did you
well,
already
we're
address
talking
that?
about? Yeah, we were talking about. I did, and I was telling him I'm going to be closer to the sky, so I'm going to be able to see the aliens more clearly with that clear sky.
Oh,
now.
big takeout
Oh,
out of
Wow.
nowhere. Gets the 92
right.
of Greg Klein. That is going to give the lead. Oh, and one of the Terminators is upside down, and it is just helter-skelter chaos back there as the 01 Achille Keel lost all his buffer zone. He's all out there in the lead by himself.
Oh my
That-
God, that's what I was waiting for.
That was murder.
He straight up murdered Klein, dude.
He
That's
did.
awesome.
Look at all the cars still. Oh man, what a mess.
For
That
a,
was what I like to see right there. That was more
Yes.
fun right there. Greg got hurt.
oh, 77. Oh, trying to get corrected back. The 01 gets all spun about, gifting the lead to the 085 of Greg Dobson. 3 of Austin Paul is right there, as well as the 434 of Kevin Hunt, trying to figure out a way to get back here towards the front.
So now we need our polite Canadian friend out there to just run like you've never run before, Greg. Don't give it up. Make him do like what they did to Greg Klein. Make him take a hard swing at you.
He was trying to use the 14 as a buffer zone, as here comes the Terminators rejoining the racetrack. Ricky Wittenberg out on the hunt, trying to filter his way up through some of this chaos. Let's go ahead and ride as he chases down that 085 machine. Right up to the rear quarter panel goes the 085 into the outside wall. 3 of Austin Paul sneaking free and clear and picking up the control of the race lead. But here comes the other Terminator, on the hunt himself. Not able to get a clean line of attack on Mr. Paul, and Paul is going to survive at least another day for the time being.
I'm glad we got to see it from Ricky Wittenberg's dash cam there. That was pretty awesome.
Oh, heavy
oh,
contact there to the 3, but he keeps it straight. He kind of Ross Chastains it against the outside wall, but it also gives the lead to the 434 of Kevin Hunt now out there trying to hold on to this race lead.
And Austin Paul's been one of the guys that's taunting the Terminators on the radio, which I love. Calling them chickens and making chicken sounds out there and basically saying, nanny, nanny, boo-boo, you can't get me.
Well, Kevin Hunt.
Oh,
was
Kevin Hunt trying to
in the
avoid it.
lead
Almost
now.
takes out one of his Connor. Oh, man. That.
The gloves are off.
The gloves have been taken off as the 3 of Austin Paul regathers control of the lead. And just getting parked right in front of to get him taken out as the 74 Zachary Hallinan now up into the lead.
Austin Paul has been great at recoveries, spinning back around and get back going in the right direction or staying.
Oh,
against the
man.
wall.
Oh, we have some Terminator on Terminator contact as the 74 gets shoved up into the outside wall. 68 of Dustin with an eye now out in front.
Little friendly fire out there.
A little bit. I think that all they see is red. They don't care who it is as the 68
yeah,
gets
they're
hit
getting mad.
into the outside wall.
It's getting serious now.
I like what they did. They kind of slow played this thing, and then now they're ramping it up. So this is more fun. They're just destroying people.
Well, how long did it take them to stop somebody, even when they're there was Austin Paul, when they were doing the 2-on-1 type deal? But now they're just full-fledged full speed ramming the heck out of everybody.
Well, and I think they kind of played it up.
Oh man, now another hard impact there as the 434 goes up into the outside wall, and for the first time tonight, the one of David Fight is going to have control of the race lead, and I don't see a Terminator in the picture for at least a couple of laps here. So, and then Fight just gifts up the lead immediately to the 10 of Andrew Coffin.
Fight some laps earlier, but it was short-lived. That was really early in the race. Now you got, look at all these yellow cars out here. Here comes the Terminators about a quarter lap back. They're so fast. It didn't take them long to get up there.
No, it doesn't. And probably a good play here from that one machine to recognize, hey, let's put a little bit of space here between myself and the 10 to force the 10 to be the next victim up into that outside wall. Now here comes the one. Ooh, down onto the infield a little bit here. One of the Terminators getting a little too far out in front. Oh, no, watch out, David. Oh, but the 53 Jeremiah Burke gets control of the lead. Oh, and he goes up into the outside wall.
It looked like a body check in hockey.
It did. I love that.
Oh, 434. Kevin Hunt getting rear-ended a little bit. They're able to keep it pointing in the right direction. No, not anymore. So the one of David Fight now back into the race lead. No, here comes the 3 of Austin Paul. He's not scared of a little contact.
He wants
Fight?
to.
Oh, we had a wreck back there. Took out one of the Terminators back there. David Fight spun it around.
Oh, man, and the 3 of Austin Paul, again, just using that bump as like a speed boost. Really not getting affected too much by the contact. Oh, but that one will take him out and spin him on around. Oh, we had one turtled as a Terminator gets them back up onto their 4 set of wheels. Sean McDonald now back up into the race lead. We've seen him up at the front quite a fair bit here tonight. 16 laps left to go. He does have some other kind of buggies sitting there behind him as a little bit of a cushion. Let's see if he makes the 68 take the lead. It's kind of close. They're going to line it up side by side here and make the Terminator make a decision. Oh, but Wade with the smart check up there as the 40. Oh, man. Yep, there they go. Spinning down and around turns 1 and 2. Dustin with an eye. Using that little bit of cushion now, trying to get out in front. 81 Jonathan Osborne back up here in the top 3.
Vaughn said on the YouTube chat, said they kind of wanted to let him race the first 100 laps, but now it's on. They're not holding back. The Terminators are out for blood now, as you see.
It's 68 going up into the outside wall. 81 Jonathan Osborne now up into the race lead. You got 1 Terminator, a 2 a Terminator, a 3 a Terminator. They go. Oh, a little bit of a fake out, forcing the 81 up into the outside wall, letting the 14 take control of the race.
Sarah Decker out there in the YouTube chat joined us here tonight, said, this looks really fun. I need to start racing. LOL. You definitely should. It's so much fun.
Yeah,
so many
get in there.
free licensed cars, that you can start racing for
These
the
are
minimum subscription fee. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, these
start
are
out 10, 15 bucks a month, something like that.
these are fun cars to drive, man. I miss the legend cars.
There's a lot of free content leagues out there that you can join too.
It's lining up the attack run. Here comes the charge onto the 14, going sliding down the back straightaway into turn number 3. 13 of Andrew Player now out in front with 12 laps to go, but he's got a whole bundle of people around him to help protect him here. 53 of Jeremiah Burke now out into the front, then the 3, then the 23, getting free and clear. Recognizes that maybe some clean racetrack might actually help him here, try to avoid some of the carnage as he drifts on back. Now the 3 of Austin Paul regathers control of the race lead.
He wants to be up there.
Oh, and big yellow contact there is, the 3 machine gets whacked up into the outside wall. 53 of Jeremiah Burke almost getting, and not too long lived is the lead for him as the 74 gathers up the lead. Oh, man, I saw something go flying in the camera.
Terminators hit each other. Mary Kirby out there saying, wow, how exciting. I wish I was out there with them. That'd be so much fun.
Why didn't you do an in-race
I
broadcast with
didn't
us?
think about it.
They would have let you.
Maybe. Well, why didn't you do it?
Because I don't have my wheel hooked up.
Oh my goodness. We got cars launching into pit road.
Yeah.
My goodness.
You ain't kidding, but the 74 Zachary Hallinan gonna lead a few laps here. 14 of Dustin with a Y and the 89 of Craig Goodenough all lined up nose to tail. Looks like the 53, able to get corrected back himself there onto the correct 4 wheels. 8 laps left to go. Battling it out here from USA Speedway.
Zach Hallinan, a very familiar face. We've seen him lead a bunch of laps here tonight. Doing it out there right now with no Terminators in sight. Nobody within half a lap anyway.
53 just continuing to get fun. Oh, I think he has the bug that Jack Dixon did earlier on in one of our previous practice sessions, where it acts like his car is still out on the track as these drivers keep going back around, and he just keeps flipping and flipping and flipping.
And you can't reset your car when it's flipping like that.
No, it's...
Oh, here comes the Terminator.
Oh, coming on up to the 74, but the 14 sneaks right on by to take the race lead. That was not a good call. Oh, as the 14 actually doesn't take the, gets a little help from the outside wall there. Didn't really get affected too much. Did lose the lead position to the 74. 89 not too far behind. As the 72 of Chan the Man goes flipping and flying out there. 5 laps left to go. Oh, man, that 53, poor Jeremiah. He probably just wants to tow and get out of there, but, man, he's just flipping and flopping out there. As, Terminator on Terminator violence, as one of them wasn't recognized and the other one was going a little slow. As down there onto the apron goes the 74. He's trying to find a safe zone to go. Oh, nowhere in sight.
Come on.
As the 14 sneaks on by.
I thought he could maybe get it back straight, but he was hit by his own Team Sarah Connor cars there.
In behind some traffic here, the 42 Darby Marioth goes the 14 of Eaton. And there's the headlights. I'm saying
Darby do a little blocking.
Darby doing his best. 3 laps left to go here for the 14. Can he survive? Oh, it's the 14 does. Darby getting playing the blocker.
Oh no.
Terminator not happy with that, and he sends the 14 down into the inside wall.
Come on, Dustin, get it back straight.
Oh, and Jonathan Osborne now hard up into the outside wall. He's still the race leader. Oh, now it goes back to the 74. 77 of Jacob Young sitting in the second spot with 3 laps left to go. Now 2 laps left to go. Oh, 74 Hallinan riding that outside wall, looking for safety out to the outside. But when you got 2 Terminators on you, oh man, it is not looking good here tonight. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, there's the attack run. Oh, a great save by the 74 as the 77 get incidentally taken out. White flag is waved. 74 of Hallinan with no help in sight, trying to run away from both Terminators here down and around turns 1 and 2. Battling it out, sliding down to the bottom, now back up the racetrack. One final bump sends the 74 on around. Will the 68? Yes, he will take the lead. And no Terminator in the region as Dustin with an eye, Dustin Wade, picks up the race win here tonight. Craig Goodenough followed by the 1 of David Fight.
Pulling so hard for Zach Hallinan to fight him off, but wow, what a great finish there. Dustin Wade and Craig Goodenough taking 1-2 there.
Yeah, that was fun.
David Fight taking third.
We got better at the end. I think maybe it was the China virus I have that kind of slowed me down. But I got amped up there as I saw the crashing.
Amanda Wade out there saying, woohoo, let's go Wade. great finish to this one.
Had that indeed, and a great showing from all of these drivers out there, all of the little Sarah Connor buggies and the Terminators putting on a fantastic show here tonight as the 68 does some celebratory victory donuts as the 92 of Craig Klein bullies one of the Terminators there at the end as well.
Good. They had it coming. Well, this was a unique experience here tonight, guys, and we've never broadcast anything like this, and it sure was a lot of fun. It was pretty busy.
Oh man, you ain't kidding.
I couldn't keep up for the first part of it.
This is almost like when we did the golf that time.
Oh, that was fun though.
remember
I
that?
liked the golf. The golf
It got
was fun.
so busy and so confusing so fast, and
Yeah, but it was kind of fun.
PGA Tour broadcast that we did. Something. This was nuts here. I can't wait to see what these guys come up with for next week. It's going to be a blast, whatever it is. I don't know. We've done some fun stuff. The figure eights with the jump in the middle and
Powder puff.
powder puff race. Yeah, for the fundraiser deal we did for Anitra. That was a long
Yeah.
time ago. Now it seems like not
Where
too
we
long
at?
ago, but that was a good while back. But
It was a
that
little
was a
bit.
lot of
It
fun.
was in December, I think we had that.
Was it
maybe.
December?
October.
Was it really?
It was October, yeah.
That was longer ago than I thought. That was a lot of fun, man. It got a lot of
Yeah.
great participation, and
Yeah.
Sweet. Go ahead and start to get some of these driver interviews up and underway. Let's go ahead and talk to one of our spotlight drivers, and that would be one of the Terminators, the 33 of Jess Vaught, putting the beat down on quite a few drivers out there. Jess, looks like you guys took it easy on some of these little guys out there, and then eventually turned up the heat after some drivers, not saying names, but like Austin Paul or other people might have started calling a little bit of chicken out there.
Yeah. So it was interesting that they started calling it the moment that Ricky and I was, it's okay. We'll let them get through the first 100 laps. We want to see some racing, and everything, and give people an opportunity to enjoy that part of it. And we say, we're going for them right now. It's because we were going to the front. And I forget who it was in first, but I told Ricky, I said, you take them out. As soon as Eaton passes them, I'm going to take them out. It's like a double whammy missile strike, right? And it was at that moment they started calling us out too. I said, perfect. We're just going to run in here and we're going to destroy them.
so this was almost one of those races where we kind of wish we had the driver chat radio over the airwaves, because it was
Right.
so funny what we heard out there between you guys, and most of the trash talking I think was coming from the 3 machine, Austin Paul, and
Yeah,
he
he
just had
definitely
us
laid it
rolling.
on.
But you guys ramping up the aggression after lap 100, perfect. That was perfect strategy.
Yeah. We wanted to give them an opportunity to get some racing in, get strung out a little bit, and enjoy themselves from that aspect. I talked to Kyle right before we jumped up here, and he said, "Hey, man, I don't think he's driven the 34 Coupe that very much." And he said, "Man, these are great just by themselves."
They're fun.
Yeah, and I've always loved these cars, and hopefully this was an interesting event to watch. It's got to be the strangest thing I think we've ever put up, and I wasn't sure. We didn't want to go crazy on them the first 100 and have them not enjoy it if we were just destroying them from like lap 1. So we wanted to give an opportunity to enjoy some racing as well.
It worked out. It was a good balance. I was not as excited until y'all started ramping it up, and then it kind of woke me up, and it was fun. Really, when you got Klein, that was my favorite part of the night when you smoked him. But what's in store? You got any crazy stuff in store for next week, or how's that going to work?
Yeah, we got a couple of races. We're putting on. Obviously, next week is also a down week for the Olympic break and everything. And what we're looking for is, like, on Monday night, you guys aren't going to be televising this, but it's going to be like the VRL Vortex relay race. We're going to have these guys get into some teams, so and they have to do like minimum, like an endurance race, minimum number of laps per driver, depending if they have 3, 4, or 5 drivers. We're going to be racing actually the SR8 at Watkins Glen. So that's what Monday night's going to be. And then we're going to do the VRL games for Wednesday night for the broadcast, where we're going to pick team captains. We already got that all laid out. We got to publish it. They have to pick drivers not on their current, if they're in a current team with them, and then everybody's going to race against each other in those teams. Alpha through Delta, whatever we come up with. But that's going to be and provide points per stage, etc. And whichever team gathers the most points within the entire race is going to be the champion.
Well, that's awesome. We definitely look forward to that. That's something to, man, I can't wait to see what you guys definitely have in stock for that, and all the future upcoming VRL Olympic races here, man. Well, congratulations on being a victorious Terminator out there. You definitely put the damage on. Before I let you go, got any final shout-outs here, Jess?
Yeah, first of all, did the camera come through tonight?
It
This is
did.
the first time
Yep.
I put a camera up. You able to see it?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. And then, as always, Lori, my partner in this, actually some of this kind of mayhem and stuff was her idea. she enjoyed the part after lap 100. That was the part she got the most excited about. Yeah. So shout out to her. Shout out to Kyle and Taylor, my son, my Brandon, my daughter Sarah, and then my team and all these guys in the league for being such good sports. You had no idea if you're going to win tonight. It's just kind of a little bit of luck of the draw, but these guys showed up anyway in force, and so I appreciate them for that, an opportunity for us to blow off steam without any serious points on the line or anything and enjoy each other's camaraderie. So thank you for that, and thank you for you guys for putting on the show. Hopefully it was a fun show to watch tonight.
That indeed it was, and again, congratulations here for one of our Terminator drivers out there, the 33 of Jess Vaught. Hunting his way through the field and picking his victims off one by one, man. Congratulations. Great event, and can't wait to see what's up next week.
All right, buddy. You guys have a good night.
With that, we'll go ahead and talk to the other Terminator of the evening, and that is going to be the 55 of Mr. Ricky Wittenberg, putting some heat down on the racetrack there as well. Ricky, congratulations on successfully taking out quite a few drivers out there. Looked like you even I know Jess was saying you guys took it easy on them for the first 100 or so, but you were kind of playing the sandwich game, getting Kyle caught up in a sandwich, a couple other drivers where one would be in front, one would be in back, and just kind of squeeze them all together.
Yeah, man, the whole strategy was just to keep them off guard, and it was funnier watching them wreck themselves, thinking that we were going to wreck them, than it was just taking them out until that last stage. And that last stage, it's a Terminator race, so you got to terminate. And we decided to go scorched earth and not hold anything back in that last stage.
That was a lot of fun to watch when the gloves came off and you guys just started full on smashing people into the wall and without any regard for your own health of your car. That was so much fun to watch. So for the viewers out there, were you two guys, were y'all in your own chat channel? I mean, did y'all coordinate like a shark attack on people and kind of talk it out as you guys were working out there?
Oh yeah, we were definitely talking on how best to screw with them. That's the whole thing. It's just we're just trying to figure out how to keep them off guard. That was the main thing, was just keeping them on their toes. Don't know, we're going to pit, we're going to just sit in the pits, and when you come out, are they going to come straight out and mess with us, or are they going to just drive around? And that was the whole strategy for those first two stages. And then I think once we got into that last stage, we decided we couldn't just, if it's going to be a Terminator race, you're going to have to go out on your shield and take as many people as you can with you.
I'm sure the taunting helped motivate you guys to.
It's actually really it's actually really funny because Jess will tell you, literally, I don't know, maybe 2 laps before they started taunting, we had just said we're going. We had started coming through the pack, and we were like, okay, this is it. We're going to start taking them out, and they had no idea what was coming.
Well, it was pretty fun, especially, I don't know which one of you got Klein. That was the favorite part for me for the night, when Klein just got Kleined himself and taken right out of the lead. So
yeah, my favorite parts were just when the guys were just whopping their self out, thinking that we were going to take them out. That was the funniest part. But there was one wreck, I saw this, I think it was Andrew Player and David fight, and they got hooked together. And I was laughing so hard I was crying because Player was just dragging fight around the track, and his car was hooked to him on its side, and he was just dragging him like a dead carcass. It was fun.
It definitely was fun for us up here in the booth, as well as one of our Terminators. You're one of the spotlight drivers here tonight, the 55, Ricky Wittenberg, putting the hurt down. Excuse me. Before we let you go, got any shout-outs here, Ricky? Sorry about the disease.
No, you're good. Shout out to you guys for the broadcast, as always. The league for putting on stuff like this. This was fun. I'm glad there was I guess 25 or so guys came out, and I think it sounded like everybody had a good time. So that's the most important thing, is just having fun.
Awesome, man. Well, congratulations on being a successful Terminator out there, taking out many leaders throughout the course of this race here tonight, Ricky. Glad to have you up here. Glad you all had some fun, and good luck once we get back going to the regular season here, buddy.
All right. Thanks, guys.
And with that, we can start up talking to our podium survivors here tonight, and starting us off will be the one machine of Mr. David fighting his way through the mad mob crowd of Sarah Connor little buggies out there and surviving as best as he could against those Terminators. Man, it looked like it was a heck of a lot of fun for you guys out there, and possibly a little stressful trying to keep aware of your surroundings, because not only were you running from the Terminators, but you're trying to figure out where some of those other little Legends cars were around you.
Oh yeah, that was definitely a blast. That was probably the funnest races that I've done as a fun race to this day. That was awesome. I know I was in the lead at one point, and I dodged Jess. He was coming to take me out when I was the leader, and then he ended up getting me. But yeah, that was a total blast.
So some of my favorite parts of the race were when guys like you would see the Terminator come in, try to take a swing at you, and you change your speed or try to duck them or something, and
Oh, I was definitely doing that.
you had a couple of successful dodges out there. I was like, oh yeah, that just made me so happy to see you guys kind of fool them.
I was watching in my rear view as much as I was looking forward.
Well, it was a fun night. Yeah, it was a fun night. Who'd you like to, you're on the podium, so we'll give some shout outs, man.
I'll give a shout out to my girlfriend, Sarah Decker, for putting up with all of my seat time in the simmering that I do. And of course Lori and Jess for putting this race on, and Ricky also for being a Terminator. It was a great time.
Sarah Decker said in the YouTube chat that it looked like so much fun that maybe she wants to start racing. What do you think about that?
Oh, she's been itching to get back in a race after that powder
puff race. Oh yeah,
yep.
I remember that.
Yep, she's been wanting to get in a race, but she's scared to get in a race with like a bunch of guys, so she's not quite that good yet. So.
Well, man, congratulations on the third place survival here tonight for the one machine of Mr. David Fight, man. Congratulations. Good luck with the rest of these Olympics, and good luck coming back to the regular season here, buddy.
All right, appreciate you guys. Thank you.
That we will take a step on up the podium and talk to tonight's second place survivor, the 89 of Mr. Craig Goodenough, just sneaking his way on by. Looked like one of those strategies out there tonight, Craig, where maybe just trying to stay in that second position, maybe even third, might have been kind of the goal out there to prevent being the next target.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing, I was kind of didn't know what to do. It's the only race I've ever been into that I didn't want to lead. But I figured out pretty quickly that 10th was like the best place to be. So I was just hanging out in 10th, cruising around. Everybody else would kind of get annihilated in front of me. And then once everything regained and we started to figure out what the relative was, I'd fall back to 10th again and just hang out and ride. And then I had no idea I got second until you guys pulled me up to the waiting room and it's really quiet. I was like, oh, I look at the thing. I was like, crap, I got second. Sweet.
Well, we're talking about, what would be the best strategy, and we were kind of trying to figure out, are the Sarah Connors out there, all of you guys, are y'all going to try to block for each other and stuff? And we didn't see a whole lot of that. We saw a little bit of that, guys trying to pinch the the Terminators down low and maybe trying to take a lane away. But basically, if they're after the leader, they're not after you. So a lot of you guys just kind of let them go by. Talk a little bit about that and talk about your win that you picked up at the stadium truck race the other night on Monday, where you guys were at Wild West.
Oh yeah, that was pretty fun. We talked about at the beginning of the race basically that we were just gonna hang out and try to like block everybody, and then everybody started taking each other out. I don't know if you noticed that. So then we were
Yeah.
like, all right, abolish that idea. We're not doing that anymore. And then we just decided to kind of ride. And we noticed when everybody kind of got stretched out, the leader got stretched out. It was not as bad when the Terminator would come through and take us out, but then everybody started slowing up and stacking us back up. And then, like you said, on Monday, we did the Pro 2 trucks. That's actually what got me into iRacing was kind of the trophy truck thing. So I started doing that in like 2018. And then when I seen they were doing that, I was like, I'm going to be the sneaker on this one. So that was fun because I haven't driven those in a couple of years, 2-3 years or so. So I didn't know if they had done any updates, but luckily when I hopped in on Monday afternoon, they didn't do any updates and it drove pretty similar to what I used to remember. So that one was a really fun race.
Man, well, we had fun, and it was fun watching all the mayhem and looking forward to the crazy stuff for next week. But who'd you like to give some shout outs to tonight?
Well, of course, Lori and Jess for putting on such a sweet league, and also filling the gaps that we have for the Olympic break with these kind of fun races. I'm having a really good blast with these. And then, of course, everybody that's out watching. I know Bruce is out watching. The neighbor Rhett's out watching. The wife is. All those guys that are out watching and supporting me. Thanks.
Awesome, man. Well, great job out there surviving for second place here tonight. The 89 of Craig. Good enough, man. Congratulations. Definitely go have some fun here with the remainder of the Olympic break, and look forward to seeing what you have for us the rest of the regular season as well, buddy.
Thank you. You guys have a good one.
And with that, we move on up to tonight's race winner, your lead survivor, the 68 of Dustin with an eye, Dustin Wade, able to sneak his way on through to pick up the race win here and avoid those Terminators as much as possible. Dustin, congratulations here, buddy. It looked like a heck of a lot of fun out there, especially on those closing laps, knowing, whoever ends up the surviving here for the lead is going to pick up the race win in those final few laps, and especially those Terminators putting the real heat on you in the last stint as well.
Oh my gosh, man. I'm still smiling from ear to ear about this race, man. This was probably the most funnest race I think I've ever been involved with so far. And yeah, man, so I really didn't know what my strategy was going to be, right? I knew obviously I didn't want to be in the lead. That's obvious. I figured if I hang around in about fifth, sixth, somewhere around there, at least if I do end up like getting to the lead, I can maybe slow myself down a little bit, kind of pace myself and have somebody pass me, and then just kind of follow them around, watch them get taken out. I did end up getting first at one point in time. I think Ricky is the one that took me out down the backstretch and smoked me in the little cutout that it has on the backstretch there. I ended up going all the way back to I think 25th or something, man. So to be coming all the way back up here and winning this thing, literally in the last turn was pretty epic to me, man. It was awesome.
There was so much fun stuff going on the track. So we saw, the Terminator would take somebody out, and then, we'd see a big pileup. And then you were a part of a couple of those pileups, I believe. But
Oh yes, most definitely. I was definitely a part of a few of those.
it made it so much fun to watch. So all the unpredictability and everything. But you guys doing a couple of special races coming up next week. I know you're looking forward to that, but I know you guys are also itching to get back to points racing.
Yes, definitely. I am more than ready to get back to some regular racing. I think Richmond's on our next race coming up. I feel like I'm pretty skillful there. I hope to get a good result out of it. So yeah, and then I'm definitely looking to see what they're going to bring out for next week. Because Monday was super fun. I've ran those trucks a few times, but it was super fun Monday, and tonight was absolutely out of this world, fantastically fun.
Yeah, well, who'd you like to give some shout outs to for that one?
Well, first and foremost, Lori and Jess for putting on this great league. It's fantastic. I've been here for a couple years now, and it's a pretty great league. I love it, and my wife for always tuning in, watching, and giving you guys crap in the chat there.
We love it.
Other than that, man, thank you guys for always putting on a great show here for everybody, and yeah, thank you.
Awesome, man. Well, congratulations to your survivor here tonight, the 68 of Dustin with an I, Dustin Wade, picking up the race win from USA International Speedway, man. Congratulations, celebrate it, and we look forward to seeing what you guys can do coming up in the next couple of weeks here, buddy.
All right, you guys have a good night. Thank you guys.
And with that, that will close out all the action here tonight. And oh boy, that was a real fun blast. I was getting a little concerned that maybe the Terminators had lost their edge a little bit there in that first 100, but man, it really heated on up for that last 50.
Yeah, it was funny that just Vaught was talking about, well, yeah, we are already decided to ramp up the aggression and really start taking people out before the trash talk started, and we love that. And you know, Austin Paul, one of the guys on the radio, the most vocal, talking crap to the Terminators out there. But yeah, man, what a great race, and I know it was a good time killer for the guys that you know, we got the Olympics and stuff going on, but everybody that loves this iRacing platform and loves racing and all that, they need something to fill that gap, you know, for this couple of weeks that NASCAR is off. So got to hand it to Lori and Jess for creating something really cool and fun like this, and the Monday night race, and a couple more races next week that are going to be a lot of fun for the guys while they're waiting for points racing to start back up.
Yeah, no, it was a fun one. It just, we all had to get kind of figured out. My brain doesn't work as fast as they were running out there, so it worked out, and had a really good time. Looking forward to the next one, man, even though I might be in the mountains.
True.
That is true indeed. Well, as we wrap things up here from for tonight, I do have to unfortunately get out of here pretty quickly, but we do thank you all for tuning in and watching and enjoying the fantastic time out here with us. If you haven't done so already, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you get alerted every single time that we go live. And of course, if you enjoy any of the action, even if it's a crazy mayhem like we had here tonight, be sure to hit that thumbs up button so we can continue to grow this fantastic community. Also have to say a huge thank you to the proud sponsors of the VRL, such as GC Cruise Travel, Blue Fox Properties and Mr. Dave Mayberry, D&D Race Graphics, and Southbound Real Estate with Mr. Ricky Wittenberg. Thank you all for your continued support of this fantastic league so they can put on the amazing show week in and week out like they always do. So with that will wrap up tonight's event for the VRL-ympics. We thank you all for tuning in and watching. We can't wait to see you guys back in action here on Monday night as the NTRL Xfinity season continues to rumble on over there at Watkins Glen. Should be a whole bunch of fun then. But until then, I'm Alan Brown for Alan English and Adam Turner. We are signing off.
We gone.
See ya.